Hey guys, welcome back to Flying Wombat TV. So today we're going to be doing a bit of a tasting session. So this is based on the beer that we made in one of our previous Brew Day videos, the New Zealand Pilsner, which is a really New World style of very fruity, less bitter lager than your traditional European style lager. So over here to my left, your right, is Mr. Odin Tito. So he's the man behind the camera and helps out with all of these videos that we've been uploading to YouTube. And a really, really good mate of mine. So we met back at uni. We both got backgrounds in biotechnology, and I guess I should be calling you Master Tito now. You do have your masters now.
Yeah, all I'm here for is the beer, mate. I'm not your friend.
That's something. All right. So that being said, then, friend. Today we're going to talk about this beer. So I guess first impressions. Smells, tastes. What are you getting?
Fruity vibes.
Fruity vibes. I mean, it is very, very fruity. So the first thing that strikes me is kind of the smell of honey. So I know that's maybe a little bit of a weird thing to say about a beer, but that's largely due to the Pilsner malt that we used in this one. It is really, I'm getting that really honey and then kind of like that melon, like rock melon kind of sweetness on the nose. And then, oh, it's so good. It is so smooth. So the first thing that jumps out to me with the taste is just the lack of bitterness and the sweetness to it. So traditionally, your German style lager will have a good decent amount of bitterness to it that makes it, that real lagerish flavor. But this one is lacking that because it is that New World style, and it's meant to be more fruity and more pleasant, on first meeting it. So it's kind of
it's very similar to like a cider, but not as strong as a cider. It's got that kind of fruitiness to it.
Yeah.
It's crisp as hell.
Yeah,
really crisp.
That's actually exactly what it is. Yeah, he's right. So it's got that sweetness that a cloudy cider has. Like a Young Henry's cloudy cider has got that kind of that fruity, natural sweetness to it, as opposed to, like a Strongbow, where it's more crisp and less on the sweetness side. Something like that. So not a crisp cider, not a tart cider, more of that sweet, cloudy cider. That's the kind of sweetness that this has.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Goes down really easy.
And then
goes down easier than a cider, that's for sure.
And then and then it's just kind of tropical aromas going on. Like there's like a bit of passion fruit, a little bit of I want to say orange. It's got kind of that. It's got a little bit of citrus.
Mate, your palate is more superior than mine. I can't taste orange, mate.
It's not. You
could taste bananas from like a mile away, mate. That's
I mean, I hope I'm not making things up that aren't in here. But I want to say that it's got that citrus that's not like a lemon. It's not that kind of citrus. It's more like that orange kind of zestiness going on. So yeah, that's
what you mean.
That's what hits me. It's that passion fruit, orange, a bit of honeydew melon, a bit of honey, and then that like cidery sweetness.
I agree.
What I guess I'll throw to you. You normally ask me this question, but I'll throw it over to you. What would you rate this out of 10?
0.
And now that we know that we're not friends, apparently, we know we're going to get an honest opinion.
Yeah. No. Tastes good. I'd buy this at a bar.
Mm.
If I buy it at a bar, it'd be above, 8 out of 10.
Yeah.
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 I think
I'd agree with
bar
that.
worthy.
Yeah. I think the one thing that could have made this better is if it actually had a little more bitterness, which is a little bit annoying because I made this one with the mentality that I didn't want it to be too bitter so that it would be very approachable as a lager. But I think I would be able to down, one or two of these, but then after a bit, the sweetness would get a little bit too cloying for me. And that's when you need the bitterness to balance it out a bit better. So I think if it had a little more bitterness to it, I think it would be a lot closer to a 10.
It'd be interesting to do another brew day and kind of not fix the mistakes, but see what it would taste like if we do the same recipe.
Yeah, well, that's a good idea. Okay, well, that's one that we can throw in the pipeline. We'll do the exact same beer with almost the exact same method, except we'll go in trying to add a little bit more bitterness to it. And then we'll do a side-by-side comparison between this and the new version, and we'll see which one we like better.
Definitely. Sounds interesting. I'm always keen for free beer, man.
Absolutely.
Lagers are healthy.
We've seen it last video. Lagers are healthy. Healthier than your heavier beers anyway. Oh, FYI, we're not doctors, so don't take that with a grain of salt.
Not yet, mate. Not yet. Not yet.
Well, yeah, soon he'll have his PhD. Then we can call him a doctor. Oh, but it's a good beer.
Yeah,
Um,
definitely.
Yeah,
What do you rate it? What do you rate it?
Oh, look, I'd give it an 8. I'd give it an 8. I think, yeah, with the extra bitterness, would have been closer to a 10. And then maybe with, No, you know, I am actually happy with the flavor. I think for me, it's more the bitterness than anything.
Yeah.
The flavor, I think,
Yeah.
is pretty spot on. And the clarity is just phenomenal. So,
Dude, if this
that's-
was summertime, this would be a banger.
yeah.
This
So
would-
for those of you that are not in
Yeah.
Australia, it is, you know, coming into winter here in
Yeah.
the southern hemisphere. So it is getting pretty cold. Yeah, this would be great, you know, in December around Christmas time. This strikes me as a lawnmower / Gabbo beer.
Yeah.
Like when you're with a
definitely.
whole bunch of mates and friends and family, and you need a beer that you can have all night long. That's what this strikes me as. And I guess before we wrap up, I totally forgot to talk about clarity. Yeah.
We saw right through it, man.
Yeah. There's a thumbnail. We'll do a close up on this after, but yeah, it is like glass. It is so crystal clear through this thing. So, you know, that's really what you're striving for with a lager. You know you've done well when it is so clear. You can just see your hand through the other side of the glass. So, this thing fermented. Beautiful face.
It's inverted.
So, this thing fermented for 2 weeks. Then we cold crashed it for 2 weeks, and then it went into the kegs on tap. Traditionally, you wouldn't put it straight on tap. You'd let it lager for a couple of months, but we are impatient and we really like to try our beers. So, we got stuck into it straight away. But yeah, we tried this off camera about a month ago. So it's been on tap and keg for about a month now. And from like 3 weeks ago to now, the clarity is just increased tenfold.
And general taste as well. It's gotten better. It's just improved over time.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah,
Thankfully.
the taste is better. So, you know, with a lager, it's weird because with your traditional beers, fresh is best. Like if you go for a really juicy Nipah or a really balls to the wall IPA, the sooner you can drink that thing and put it on tap, the better it's going to taste. With a lager, it's the other way around. It's inverted.
Yeah.
So like you want to actually give it more time. You almost want to age it almost like a wine. You want to give it a fair few months to really clarify and lager out. And then not only does it give you the clarity, but the taste gets sharper and more, I don't know, more targeted.
Yeah.
Crisp. More crisp. It's
Yeah.
like it really knows what it's supposed to be instead of being a little bit of a mess on the tongue, like where it's got a whole bunch of different things going on that it can't quite
It's like wine.
narrow
Man.
down. Yeah, it is a little bit like that. Yeah. Yeah, time. Time cures all things. Right?
Hopefully.
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 But look, thanks for watching, guys. Really appreciate it. And, you know, give us a like and a subscribe if you enjoyed it and you want to see more content on this channel. And any questions you have about how we made this, you know, more questions about what it tastes like, the method, the process, let us know in the comments below, as well as any videos that you guys want us to explore in the future, any brewing topics, equipment, you know, styles, science behind it, whatever it is, let us know down below and we'll make videos of that in future. So, cheers, guys, and happy brewing.
Cheers.
Cheers, man. Why? We were so professional. This is why he's not on camera often.
They just said literally the cheers, man. Okay. I'm done.
Oh, bloody hell.